This is the 26th episode of God's Chosen podcast. Today we are going to talk about decisions, manifestations, and purpose. We are going to explore how every decision is important. Biggest thing that could be affecting your manifestations, and I share what I believe is my purpose. Let's dive in. Enjoy.
What up, chosen ones? It's God's Chosen. How y'all doing tonight? Hopefully y'all good. Oof. I just got to breathe a little bit. So this morning was interesting, I had some company, some unwanted guests intruding in my life, as always, trying to do what they do. Well, still not working, y'all. I keep telling y'all, still not working. I know y'all trying to work on my feet and stuff, not working. Stop that. Y'all trying to get up early for me. That's not working. Stop that. I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all. I just feel like y'all need a hug, and I'll give y'all a hug. Y'all want me to give y'all a hug? I can do it. I don't really want y'all that close to me, though. That's the only issue, but we could do long distance hugs. I don't have a problem with that. But I just want to let you guys know, life is still good. Everything's still flowing. Nothing being stopped. So y'all can go back to arguing, I guess, because it's failing. It's not working. Man, that must be tough. I really can't relate to y'all on that. But hey, it is what it is. Trying to come into my dreams and stuff. Trying to give me BS dreams. I know. It's all good. Still trying to confuse it, brother, but you can't confuse. Well, because I know what it is. But I wanted to touch on something that I talked about a little bit yesterday. It's wild, man. It's wild. Some of these people, they pretended for a long time to be cool with me. They pretended that they were friends. They pretended like, everything was a lot better as far as relationship-wise than it really was. And, even though, that can hurt sometimes because of the nature of the relationship, who they are to you, sometimes God will expose people to you so you no longer have to live the lie. You see, when God is about to bless you with something, He's going to take everybody out of your way that would jeopardize that blessing or cause you to mishandle or misuse or even lose that blessing entirely. God is going to clear the path, and He going to light up the runway so you know exactly where to go. You won't have any questions because God is going to remove all the doubt. God is going to remove all the haters. God is going to remove everybody that's been secretly talking behind your back. Only the real ones remain, if there are any in your circle. God is going to expose everyone that has an impure heart and bad wishes for you. Everyone that's telling you one thing in your face, but doing other things behind your back. Everyone that appears to be giving you good advice or appear like they care and when they really don't care. What they want to do is know your business so they can know how to stop you. And that could be anybody. That could be a friend, a brother, a sister, a mother. That could be anybody. You know, the people closest to us have the most influence on some of our decisions sometimes. And people may have influence, but we can't give them the final say so. You know what I mean? Regardless of what their position is, they have their own life to manage. Like, they shouldn't be trying to steer you in any one particular way as far as what you should do with your life. If anything, they can give you advice and let the decision be up to you. You make the decision. But if they're trying to steer you in a particular direction, be wary of them trying to steer you in a particular direction, because truthfully, they shouldn't be steering you in any direction. They should only be giving you their own opinion based off their life experiences, and that's it. You are the one that has to make the final decision. No one should be steering you anywhere. You are the one driving the ship. You are the one that should be taking your own advice, making your own decisions, because you are the only one that has to live with the consequences of those decisions. If you listen to somebody else and you make a decision based off what somebody else told you, how you gonna feel when it go wrong? You're gonna feel real bad when it go wrong, because in your heart, you would have made the opposite decision, which would have been the right decision because you was going with your heart. Your heart already know. You already know the answer sometimes before you ask the question. It's the fact that you're not trusting your heart. You're not trusting what your intuition is telling you. That's making you seek outside sources to answer something that you already know the answer to. You thinking like, if I ask somebody else and their answer match, that'll be confirmation. But if their answer don't match, then it can get a little confusing as to which way to go, because you trust this person. You think they're on your side. You think their advice is actually coming from a place of love, when it's just coming from a place of being self-serving. It's not always about us. You know? Good advice doesn't lead you one way or the other. Good advice is going to ultimately ask you questions about how you feel about the situation, because the external party can't know how you feel about the situation. You may have told them some things, but you haven't told them everything, because there's some things you want to keep to yourself, right? You give them enough information so that they can give you something to make you think, okay, this might be a way that I want to go. Or I trust this person enough to at least hear what they got to say, listen to their recommendation, right? But you can't base your decisions off what other people tell you. You never know what their true motives are, regardless of the relationship. I've had friends who told me to stop talking to a particular person, and I'm like, why? You don't even know enough to give me that advice. Just based off a picture or whatever it is, a small snippet of a conversation. You don't know enough to give me advice. If I tell you something and you think the thing that I told you is something negative, it all depends on your perspective, right? Because you don't know all the little things that I know that would actually shift the perception of what I just told you. But I know it. I may not want to share that with you, but I can't let you sit there and make my decisions for me. That's never going to happen. If I make the decision and it goes to shit, it all blows up in my face, I can live with that because I made the decision. If you make the decision and it blows up in my face, now I'm feeling really stupid because I listened to you. But there's a difference. If I had went with my own gut, listened to myself, I probably would have been better off because the outcome would have been way different if I listened to myself. Yeah, sometimes we just got to keep things to ourselves. We just got to do, because, I mean, especially if it's something important, that's one of the secrets of manifestation. If you're trying to manifest something, you can't tell nobody. It doesn't matter how close they are to you. It's not even about keeping secrets. It's just some things are meant for you only. That's one of the first keys to manifestation. Because it doesn't matter really how good or bad someone's intentions are for you. If you tell somebody something that you're trying to manifest, and if they have the slightest inkling of not wanting you to achieve that because they feel like you're going to outshine them with your manifestation, if they have the slightest trail of jealousy or envy, that will kill your manifestation right there before it even starts. If they have the slightest feeling of, oh, I don't want them to achieve that, your manifestation is killed right on the spot, dead. So if we're trying to manifest things, we got to be quiet about our manifestation. The enemy never tells us their plans. You know what I mean? They're always quiet. They're always secretive. They're always doing stuff behind our back. We got to do the same thing. These people that's grouping up, ganging up, clicking up to come after me, they celebrated early. Thought they had a win. That ego and that pride got in the way, along with underestimating me, along with not knowing who I was. So now, they out here investigating. They out here really digging in, trying to find dirt on me. Well, I will save you the trouble. The only dirt you're going to find on me is if I go outside and I'm playing in the garden. That's the only dirt you would find on me. I've lived the ethical life. I lived a life where if I wanted to go into politics, they would have to create the dirt. You know what I'm talking about? They would have to create the dirt, and then they would have to get exposed for creating the dirt, because it's just not true. Y'all have already tried to slander my name. Y'all already tried to drag my name through the mud. Y'all already tried to say I was all these things I was not. Trying to influence people to believe I was a certain way. I was a certain type of person just because it made you look better. Like I said, if you got to drag somebody down to look better, you probably need to look in the mirror, straight up. You got issue, self-confidence issue, self-esteem issue, and probably a lot more issues than this show has time to name. Y'all want to be in the spot, but y'all don't have no idea what it takes to get to the spot. Y'all don't even know the type of person you got to be to hold the position. It's crazy we live in a world where corruption and lies and slander are commonplace. We live in a world where every politician that we know is dirty. I don't know of a clean politician, y'all. That's the world we live in today. They smile in our faces and make backhand deals that we don't know about, what it affects us. They make these side deals with everybody who got $1 or $2 to fund their campaign or donate to their charity or endorse their book or, whatever they got going on. One hand washes the other type of deal. And that's the world we live in. That's not the world that I want to live in, though. That's not the world I want to have people close to me live in. That's not, we may be in the world, but we not going to participate in the nonsense. And that's why I'm saying, like, I keep on harping on this because it's so important. Like, the people that we have in our circle is so important. Because while you may be striving to be clean and upstanding, the people in your circle could be dragging you down. They could be planting false evidence. They could be people that may be able to be bought, right? We don't know. We hope not. But we got to be cautious of people that we have in our circle, especially when they're new people. We got to keep our eyes on everything, though. We can't give nobody a pass because we've known them for so long. The people that you've known for so long, you got to watch them even harder because they have the ability to betray you the worst. And I ain't saying that you can't trust people, but you just got to verify. You got to make sure everybody doing what they supposed to do. Everybody is playing their role. But that's another reason why it's so important to have God on your side. Because if you got God on your side, God will eliminate all of the fakes, all of the snakes for you. You just got to pray and ask God to expose all the snakes around you. Ask God to get rid of them. Ask God to clear the way so you can do whatever it is you're trying to do. It is a beautiful thing to know that in this world, there is a God that you can go to with any and all of your problems. And you don't have to let everything rest on your shoulder. Don't ever forget that you have God. You have angels. You have God out there that can help you with any situation, with any problem. All you got to do is call on them and ask. That's it. Just ask for help. Name the problem and ask for help. They will help you clear the way. They will take that weight off your shoulders and put it on their shoulder. That's what they're there for. We just got to remind ourselves that they're there and they're more than willing to help us. If your heart is in the right place. If you're trying to do the right things. If you try to do anything other than the right thing, they're not going to help you. Picture that. Why would they help you? You got some nerve calling up on them if you're not going to do the right thing. Why would they help you? Do the right thing. Build up positive karma. And don't waste your time with anything else. Because really anything else is just a waste of time. We got to learn our lessons. If God is steering us out of a particular environment, we got to go. I was a little bit stubborn. At least I was a little bit delayed in my thinking and my thoughts as far as making a move. I should have made the move probably about a month sooner than I did. But I made the move. I was obedient, and it's working out. It's working out. I wish I did make the move sooner. But there's also a timing aspect to it. And I feel like sometimes everything happens when it's supposed to happen. So I believe that, and I'm grateful that I made the move. It definitely brought clarity, brought more peace, more stability. Just overall feeling even better than before. Exciting new opportunities. Getting closer with God, connecting more with my intuition. You know, I'm really here because God wanted me here. God wanted to show me what it's like. Give me a small taste of what it's like when you're obedient, when you continue to listen, when you follow the path He's laid out for you. You trust Him and know that everything is going to work out. Despite how it looks and how you feel, everything will work out. You just got to know what you want, accept that you have it. Let God do the rest. Surrender everything else to God. Let God do the rest. Let God work it out. If you know what you want, that's enough, really. If you know what you want and you surrender that to God, God will work out everything that you can't even see. When it's time to move, God will let you know when it's time to move. He's going to show it. He's going to show you the signs. You're going to see the signs all around you. I've seen a bunch of signs. You're going to see the signs, and it's going to be too many for you to ignore. There are no coincidences. You meet people when they're supposed to come into your life. There are no chances. There are no incidental or chance encounters. Everybody comes into your life for a reason. And usually it's to teach you a lesson. It can be on a positive or negative scale. It could just be something that you need to learn before you can move to the next level of your progression. Because God has plans for everybody. But in order for you to execute those plans, there are things that God has to eliminate or upgrade in your present. Whether it be lifestyle, character changes, delusions, whatever it is, God is going to work on it to make you the best version of yourself so you can carry out the mission that He has for you, carry out the plans that He has laid out for you. Everybody think like we just here. No, we not just here. We all have something that we should be doing outside of causing chaos and mischief and partying. There's way more to it than that, y'all. Because these next couple years is going to be big years. These next 5 to 10 years are going to be huge. The occurrences that will be happening on this planet will be huge. And if we are not ready, it's not going to be good for a lot of people. For a lot of people, it's going to be hell on earth. So you don't have a lot of time to clean up your act. The ones that are getting their acts cleaned up now, we are the ones that's going to be leading the way. We are the ones that's going to be showing other people how to get where we are. So we are going to be the ones helping people with the transition to make it a smooth transition. But if you don't know, you don't know. And you think it's going to be like this forever. It's not. Because there are people who don't want what you want. If you want to stay, the earth is changing. The earth is changing, y'all. The earth is purging right now. That's why you're seeing all these tornadoes in places where they usually don't have tornadoes. And all these tsunamis. The earth is purging. It's getting rid of all of the lower vibrational energies, and it's moving into higher vibration itself. If you don't have the vibration to match what's happening with the earth, once it ascends, some people say it's splitting into two. And we're going to have higher vibration people on one side and the lower vibe people on the other. And we'll still be able to see each other. At least the people on the higher vibration, we're able to look in on the people with the lower vibration and come back and try to help them to be the best version so they can transition over to the higher vibrational earth, 5D earth. But the 3D is not going to be around forever. The 3D is going to get chaotic. It's going to get more and more chaotic as time passes, because there's been a lot of evil and a lot of darkness and a lot of lower vibrational energies that's been affecting the 3D for so long. It's got to purge. We saw some of that during COVID out in Cali. Cali probably had more forest fires than anybody's ever seen in such a short span. But this is all part of the earth purging. Change is coming, y'all. Change is coming. If y'all want to continue to be on the lower end of the spectrum, then y'all will experience the hell on earth. I guess it'll be part of your karma to experience that. Maybe a part of your lessons for your next life. Maybe that's what you signed up for, because you know you needed a kick in the booty to change. Maybe it'll help you. Hopefully. Ultimately, you know, the first people that get over there to 5D, we just going to be the way showers. We're going to help people get there. And that'll be our mission. Saving souls. Waking people up. Because a lot of people are still asleep. You may have people come into your life to wake you up. But there's going to be a lot of things you got to change in order to be fully awoke, to get on the right path and be on your journey, aligned with the right people. How long it takes, it depends on how fast you learn the lessons that you need to learn, how fast you clear out the old karma that you've been building up over the years. But, I think we'll be all right. I got faith that everybody who need to be there will be there. Everybody who needs to awaken will awaken. Especially with people like myself going out there and spreading the truth and trying to help people awaken so that we can all make a change in this world and get to that life of love and abundance and joy and happiness that everybody should want, everybody should strive for. But you don't get there by doing shady and evil things. You can't create happiness by doing evil. It don't really work like that. If you want happiness, then you got to be a happy person. You got to be a vibrational match to being happy. If you want happiness, anything you want, you have to be a vibrational match. If you're not, that's why you don't have it. You can't be evil, nefarious, shady, and expect to have pure, good, nice things, because you're not a match vibrationally. If you have it, it will be taken away. If you have it and you've gained it illegally, you've gained it shady in a shady fashion. You didn't work for it. You tried to con your way to it. You will be exposed. You will lose everything that you've gained, all your ill-gotten gains. You will lose it, and it will go to someone that's done things the right way. That would be their karma, their good karma. So y'all keep attacking yourselves, because that's what y'all doing. You keep attacking yourselves and making it worse. I'll be here doing me, thriving, killing it, living life. Everything that you think you're doing, you're not doing. Like I've told y'all just racking up more negative karma. And that's probably really silly, because you could just own the stuff you've done. You could just own that and repent and ask for forgiveness and change. But instead, you think getting more shovels and digging deeper is the solution and the answers. And that's because you are not looking at yourself honestly. You are looking at, or you want to continue to cheat the system. You want to continue to live that life that you didn't earn. And that is not going to be allowed anymore. That's what you don't understand. That's why you're blocked. That's the block. People are not going to be able to be fake and survive and thrive in this new environment. Don't you see all around you, all these so-called celebrities are falling? That's because they got to where they got to, but they didn't actually do the right things to get where they are. And all of it is being exposed. Every thing that ever done is being exposed, and they're falling. And it's going to continue to happen because that's where we are right now. The last shall be first and the first shall be last. That's how it is. That's what's going on. I'm going to leave it right there. It's your boy, God's Chosen, and I'm out.